Welcome back to my channel, everyone. My name is Jess and this is Radiant Love Readings. Today we're doing a pick a card love reading for the month of June. So we're going to tap into what's in store for your romantic relationships in the month of June. And right now, go ahead and pause the video and meditate and choose a pile that really connects with you. We've got an amethyst, a quartz, and then a rose quartz. So below each pile is a rune tile as well. So we'll pull all that, and we'll be pulling from the Romance Angels deck to get clarity on each group as we go. Please subscribe and like this video if it resonates. And check out my mom's channel. I will link her information below. I've also got my email for personal readings and my Instagram page down below in the description box as well. Group 1, Amethyst Crystal. Let's see what we've got for you. We've got, Make the Sacrifice. Nurture All You Love. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. 10 of Swords. The World. And that was actually, it was in reverse, so we'll go ahead and take the reverse for that. And then we've got, very pretty, the Fates. Okay. And then we've got Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher, and Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay, interesting. Well, initially what really jumps out is the Make the Sacrifice. I kind of like that because, I don't necessarily feel like this means you need to sacrifice a part of you or something that you like. I feel like this means take the leap. Be the one to go on the ledge, right? This card is like, yeah, it's like, it's worth the risk is what I'm picking up, okay? You need to make the sacrifice. You need to be the one who reaches out. Nurture All You Love. Yeah, I feel like that fits really well with that. Let's pull a little bit of clarity. I feel like Nurture All You Love, and with the Make the Sacrifice, it's like, yeah, wedding came out. So, it's definitely something that's worthwhile. Sorry if these leaves are in the way. It's definitely something worthwhile. You need to put a little bit of effort in. Maybe the other person needs you. Yeah, I feel like the other person is a bit unsure of themselves and where they're at in the world. So you need to make the move, okay? And keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So when I was asking about the world, that's what came out. So I feel like it's kind of like your world has been turned upside down. Maybe this person is someone who you never really thought that you would be with, or, it's kind of like what the card says. It's someone who's totally not your type. But you see a really good opportunity with them, a new beginning, a good path to take. Ace of Pentacles, growing roots, planting roots in the right spot. Now, 10 of Swords. Let's jump into that guy real quick. So it's kind of like 10 of Swords. You're starting to turn your back on an old situation and see that there's hope for the future. Starting to heal everything that you've been through and all of the chaos. Maybe your past relationships really hurt you or something happened. Maybe you were deceived in one of those, but this person is this new person, because there's a new person, right? You've turned your past on the back. You've turned your back on the past, and now you're facing a new person, a new opportunity, and you need to be the one who kind of makes that first move. This person is definitely someone that is good for you, okay? The fates, this is someone who really, let's see. Yeah, flirt and honeymoon came out. So definitely feels like this is someone that you need to put your moves on, flirt with them. You know, it's always nice in the beginning. It's really fun, romantic, flirtatious. Honeymoon, you can't, you know, keep your eyes off each other, that kind of energy. Just, you know, keep an open mind and look in a place that maybe you wouldn't have looked before. Now, I feel like this side is kind of like you, and this side is kind of like the relationship. So like you have beauty and devotion, priestess. So like high priestess, mystic teacher, this is really like high priestess energy to me. Sisterhood of the Rose. Yeah, like, I don't know how well you could see the imagery, but you've got all these people around this one main woman. It could be male, you know, one main person right here. And she or he is the high priestess, the energy, like direct connection, you know, like really intuitive. Even the Hierophant energy comes to mind as well with this. Like, you show others the way. You have to guide. You have to be the leader here. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So even though sometimes, like, maybe I almost get the vibe that, like, in your past, maybe there's been, like, you just feel like you're on a different level than some people, if that makes any sense. Like, you don't have time for games. You don't want to play those dating games. You want to just be who you are, and who you are is someone who knows what they want, okay? And you kind of feel like sometimes like you're not alone, or that you are alone, sorry. You feel like you're alone because you're like, well, nobody is on my level. I keep meeting all these romantic partners who, you know, are not really there. Yeah. You've dealt with codependency in your past. Maybe someone who was really insecure and they needed your undivided attention 24/7. Well, it's like you are on a whole nother level and you're like, I just don't have time for that. Yeah, you've been working on healing. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Healing family issues. You've been working on healing. Maybe you already have, because like I said, I'm getting that energy that you, like, you're already far along your path, and you are approaching someone who's going to be able to match that energy. Let's see, who is this new person? For group 1, who is this new person? Ooh, okay. So we got release your ex and playfulness. So definitely someone in the past that you're walking away from. And the playfulness and flirtatious, honeymoon, those kind of all go together, right? Like flirt, honeymoon, playfulness. I think, yeah, you're putting down roots with this Ace of Pentacles to build something, but right now this should be your main focus. Have fun. You've put in a lot of freaking work, like healing your family issues, releasing this past relationship, this ex that potentially had codependency, family issues, okay? Maybe you even got a divorce, maybe. you know, something major you've healed from, you've put a lot of work in, and it seems like the message is coming through, like now is the time to put yourself back out there, keep an open mind, because like I said before, you feel like maybe your world has been flipped upside down, and that could potentially be like this past that you've been trying to heal from. All right, let's look at your rune real quick. It's Iwas. Okay. Oh yes, I remember. Okay, so this one is like, yeah, it's also about planting roots. So this could be interpreted as a tree that has really developed roots here. The roots are as big as the canopy up above, okay? So you've put in a lot of work and you've gotten really fucking far. So continue along that path with this in mind. Like, ask yourself, what's going to help me grow? What's going to help me move past? And, you know, sometimes just bringing joy back to things. You could potentially be recovering from something that really was lacking in this area. You know, there was no flirtatiousness. There was definitely no honeymoon feeling or playfulness in the relationship. So, they're saying to bring that all back. Let's see. What is the wedding card? Please. It is safe for you to love. Yes, this message is definitely nurture all you love, make the sacrifice, wedding. I think that's all really like telling you you've done a lot of work and it's time to like go back to putting yourself out there. Express your love is the base card here. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Exactly what I was saying before. It can be scary, of course. Let's see, what energy can group 1 keep in mind? Like, what energy can they bring to give them this courage to express their love, please? Past life relationship. You have known each other before. And I feel like this card really means like this new person is someone you knew in a past life. Like, you know, you were reborn. Because there's a card in here that's saying like, oh, you know, what's that called? Reconciliation. And to me, that's more so like, oh, an ex coming back. So I don't feel like this indicates an ex coming back. I feel like this indicates such a deep connection between the two of you that like the first 10 minutes you spend together, you're going to have that feeling like, I've known this person for years. Okay. Yeah, because right under that was new love. So I definitely don't feel like this is an ex. I feel like this is someone who you just have this deep past life connection with. And that's something that, you know, you just feel naturally. So just pay attention to that. It could be someone maybe you're already talking to, but, you know, technically they would be a new romantic partner. Let's see, is there anything else we need some clarity on? I do want to get some clarity on this 10 of Swords, please. Two of Pentacles came out, so definitely does seem like you're finding that balance. You're realizing that anything is possible. And then I want to ask, who is this person for group 1, please? Who is this person for group 1? Oh, very cool. Wow, actually, I'm going to pull all 3 of these because they all turned around. And they're all Pentacles. So we got 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. So earth signs, you know, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo? Yes, Virgo. So yeah, I mean, the first card that I saw though was actually this Knight of Pentacles. So that's awesome. It's someone who's going to help you along your path of being grounded. They're on their path of being grounded, and like this person is already dropping all these coins. They're like kind of already partly there, if you will. Like this person has this beautiful horse, he's got nice clothes on, he has a beautiful trail of coins walking through this wonderfully kept field. No shoes on, so he's very well grounded, has a good sense of what's important in life. And then this is what they embody. Okay, so I asked, you know, who is this person for group 1? They are someone who puts in a lot of work. They enjoy, you know, the finer things in life. And they're very well grounded within family, and they feel very blessed. So they're going to bring that to you because, you know, if someone is embodied in this energy, they can't help but share and spread that. So that's really awesome. Very cool, group 1. I liked that. Okay, group 2. Let's see what we've got in store for you today. Embrace the dark. Let 2 become 1. The Chariot. Very cool. And we've got 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Temperance. Okay, and then we've got Exchanging Gifts. Super pretty card. And then we've got, Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. And Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? How can you mother yourself? Alright, so your rune here is Awaz. Okay, so let's see. Interesting. So Awaz can mean, sorry, my dog's laying in bed. So Awaz can mean travel. It can also mean marriage and controlling oneself in a relationship, advancing. So I feel like it can mean taking relationships to the next level as well. So that's interesting. Okay, so embrace the dark to me feels like, you know, sometimes we have to go through a darkness before we can go into the light. Let's see. So we've got a beautiful moon, and we've also got this, it's almost like that's a fairy. She's surrounded by fairies, which fairies is one of the energies that I really connect with. Fairies, and then a black cat as well. So she's protected even through that darkness, and that's kind of like the embracing it is important because, you know, you are protected during those times. We all have moments of darkness. Don't ever feel like you're alone. We all have moments of darkness. Even those who appear happy sometimes are not. I think you have to go through that before you can become, you know, like start a happy relationship. Yeah, so unrequited love, and then love yourself first. So potentially there was a relationship that ended because, you know, there just wasn't enough chemistry, or there wasn't an attraction there on both parties, from both parties. And it really probably put you into that dark spot And you have to remember to love yourself first, and don't let the darkness overtake, right? You've always got a fairy or a spirit familiar or the moon guiding you back to light, okay? And I feel like this maybe has, this has made you feel like you have to put up these walls and protect everything that you have inside you, everything that you hold valuable. And because of that, you've been kind of like, you've been kind of within. But I feel like your future is actually looking really positive. You know, you have to, I feel like this, how can you mother yourself? This is kind of reaching into like love yourself first. These two fit really well together to me. How can you, what mothering yourself is like nurturing, right? Like that's what a mother is known for. That's what a mother does, is nurtures their young. So how can you nurture yourself? What really brings you that feeling? Is it certain hobbies? Is it spending time with family? Whatever that is, that's what you need to focus on during that dark time, okay? So after you kind of start getting through that, or potentially this is even to help you start getting through that, you have to be open. You have to open yourself up again. Let two become one. There may be someone else who's interested, but you've been so closed off that you're like, yeah, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to open myself back up. But I think you are. I think you are, because you've got fucking Leap and the Chariot. It's like, okay, you need to be running towards that ledge and jumping as far as you can. Trust, okay? You've got to trust. Yeah, I like these colors a lot in the Chariot here. It's very, like reds and purples. It just makes me feel like very romantic. You're leaping towards something that's very romantic, okay? Let's see, what are you leaping towards for group 2? What is group 2 leaping towards? What is group 2 leaping towards, please? Oops. Keep an open mind. Okay, so you're leaping towards something that you necessarily wouldn't. That's what you need to be leaping towards. Right? Like, yeah, worth waiting for. This person maybe has been around in the past, but because like this isn't your usual type, maybe you didn't really give them the time of day. But they're like, yeah, you know, this was worth waiting for. They're still there. What's the Chariot for? Maybe even, you know, you were involved in a different relationship when this other person came around, and, you know, you were committed into that relationship, and in the back of your mind, you always wondered about this other person. And now it's finally potentially being a time, but you have to heal yourself first, okay? Don't rush into it. Like, maybe you're like, oh, you know, I finally am, oops. Maybe you're like, you know, I'm finally broken up with this person, and now it's time for me to go towards this other partner that's been there, okay? But you have to, yes, you have to work on yourself before you can make that move. Now, I do feel like most of you have already. So let's see what the Chariot is. Please, what is this Chariot for group 2? Expressing your love, and then healing family issues. It's almost like half of you are still healing from this thing, and then the other half of you are like, no, I'm ready to go. And honestly, actually, maybe that's just you. Like, you keep feeling like, oh, I'm ready, but you're kind of also unsure, and you still need to heal. So yeah, I feel like you need to heal, but when the time is right, the time is right. That's ask about this temperance. It's like finding the balance. Like, okay, you know what? Let's go back to the rune tile. Saying, taking the relationship to the next step. Controlling yourself in a relationship. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you have spent a lot of time healing yourself. You have spent a lot of time, but when the time is right, you will know it. And then you need to charge forward. It's like, okay, wait. Oh, okay, it's time. Well, let me charge and leap and jump, all right? Just find the balance between, like, yeah, it's great to work on yourself, but don't let that be a wall that you're putting up to the point where you're like, well, I still need to work on myself. Well, I still need to work on myself. And then it's like 5 years later and you've been ready, but you're scared, so you're using that as an excuse. That, yeah, don't use it as an excuse. Okay? There is a fine line, because sometimes we can not realize that we're doing that, and we're, yeah, that's great for us to work on ourselves. Obviously that's super important, but you can't let it go too far, okay? Oops. And then I'm asking about the exchanging gifts, and romantic feelings and trust came out. So, and it's funny because initially I did think, like, you need to find someone who, like, exchanges the same thing that you have to offer, right? Like, you want to find someone who's going to be able to reciprocate your energy, your efforts, everything like that. You want someone who's going to give as much attention to you as you are to them, okay? So make sure that they share the same romantic feelings and that they trust, and that you trust, okay? Because once they share, you know that they share the romantic feelings, then you need to stop second guessing. Don't let that insecurity come into the relationship, okay? Let's see, who is this person for group 2? Who is this person for group 2? Ooh, we got honeymoon and very soon. I like that, rhymes as well. So this is someone who you're going to really have a wonderful connection with, and it seems like it's someone who is going to be there very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay, so maybe it's like telling you, okay, it's time for you to put that energy into the world. You're no longer waiting and working on yourself. You're now ready. So you need to start putting that energy out there. Okay, you need to start expressing that to your spirit guides, to, you know, the fairies out there in the trees, to the moon, to whoever it is that you express your desires to. You need to start doing that. Because this person definitely seems like they're going to be, you know, worth waiting for. Someone who has romantic feelings for you. They're going to exchange that. You're going to be able to trust them. They're coming along very soon. You're going to have a really good connection with them. I think it's going to be a good, yeah, this could be the one came out. That's awesome. This could be the one. That's good. That's awesome. Okay, group 2, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group 3. Let's see what your cards have to say. All right, there's your rune. So we've got love that you are different. A new day dawns. Death or rebirth, if you will. King of Pentacles. Okay. Then we've also got the Hierophant. Yang, masculine energy. Okay. And then we've got boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And yes, just say yes. All right. It feels to me like with the new day dawns and death or rebirth coming out, potentially you've had to really like recover from something very painful, but it's time. It's like you feel renewed now. A new day dawns. It's like you can come out of your shell. Potentially what happened is something that really made you question what you are, who you are, if you're capable of being loved, that type of energy. And you are, of course. You need to embrace that because, you know, there is someone who's going to want what you have to offer. There's a lot of very masculine energy in this. I do feel like this King of Pentacles is representing someone who is already present in your life. It almost to me feels like through a previous breakup, you realized your spirituality and your path along, you know, spiritual growth or potentially your connection to source, right? And through that, I need a clarity card, please, for King of Pentacles. Attraction. Okay, so I do feel like this King of Pentacles represents someone who's in your life already, potentially, or who will be very, very, very soon. Yeah, they will be there very soon, worth waiting for. This is someone who is like going to be worth waiting for. Has come out in quite a few of the groups. But anyways, this is someone who's going to be a fucking King of Pentacles energy. Like, there's no better way of saying that. They're going to be very grounded, very sure of themselves, very confident, very happy. And you kind of are too, because like this Hierophant energy, like look at him. He knows his spot now. He finally knows. You finally know. She finally knows. Whoever you are, this is your energy. And this is their energy to me. Yang, when I asked for clarity, engagement came out. I definitely feel like it's time to take a step towards this King of Pentacles. I want to look at your rune, because Alright, this is called Manaz. Manaz. This is someone who... This represents someone who is looking at themselves in the mirror. It's funny to me with this paired with the Hierophant energy. It's what I was saying before, like you've been on that inner journey. You've been on that realization of your spirituality. And you need to take that energy and combine it. Like this is the rebirth that you've been through. Like you're a brand new person. And you need to take that energy along with this person that's coming into your life. This King of Pentacles energy, okay? You need to... Let's see what this boundaries is about. That's kind of interesting to me. It's like boundaries, but right next to yes. So let's get some clarity. soulmate and romantic feelings. Interesting. I feel like it's like this person, potentially what's initially coming to mind is that you may have to place boundaries when it comes to your spiritual practice. If that's whatever that means for you. You know, it could be meditation, it could be watching your tarot videos, it could be doing tarot, it could be, you know, connecting to spirit. Whatever that means for you, you need to protect that, because like I like this person in the middle here. I hope you can see very well. She's got like all her chakras lit up, it looks like to me, and a crown at the top of her head. So it's like all these people trying to get to her. That's you. Like you need to protect that boundary of not allowing others to get within. In the sense of like, yeah, someone who doesn't have love for you, okay? Like, let the soulmates in, let the romantic feelings in, but don't let others in to take advantage of you. Almost what it reminds me of is, like, don't let useless connections into your deep parts, you know, like your heart. Don't let them into your heart. When it comes to your soulmate, your romantic feelings, say yes, let them in, open up, but don't let others, like, you're easily hurt. Like, you give a lot, but because of that, you get takers. You get people who want to like latch on and take advantage. So don't let that happen. This reading is going in weird directions, I feel like. Yeah, I do feel, I'm just asked for clarity on like where everything is going. Okay, and we got getting to know each other, retreat, and very soon. So to me, it's like, okay, this King of Pentacles, I do feel like, as I initially wanted to say, is someone who is in your life. Maybe you've just met them at the gym, maybe you've met them at the grocery store, like, you know, potentially you haven't even really like talked with them yet, but they've noticed you and they've got their eye on you, and you're going to be connecting very soon. And I feel like it's going to be a connection that makes you want to like get away from the world. And it's funny because like I feel like that's the boundary that we're talking about. Like, put that boundary up, but let your soulmate in, and then it's only the two of you within that boundary wall, if that makes sense. Like, bring them in and then put your boundaries up. Maybe that's something to do with your spiritualness. It seems like maybe you have a gift of being able to protect and put a boundary up. I just felt that. And even from family members sometimes, healing family issues came out. So it's like you have to, you know, even family members can be the ones that hurt us, and sometimes they hurt them, well, a lot of times they hurt the most because, you know, we feel that we've given so much, and I feel like I touched on this a little bit before, like, we've given so much, and you just sometimes have people who just take, and you have to protect yourself from that energy. And sometimes it's the closest people to us. But I don't feel like it's the soulmate. I feel like it's the family, more so the family energy. Religious factors. Ooh, interesting. Maybe some of you guys, so your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I do feel like for some of you, maybe that's what it is like your parents may be very religious. Maybe you found someone who's outside of what they want for you. I also felt this earlier, and I didn't say it as clearly as I should have, that you potentially found someone who may encroach upon your spiritual journey. Maybe they don't believe in that kind of stuff. Maybe they judge you, or maybe they just don't understand, and you need to protect that. They eventually will, and they eventually will realize like how important it is to you. But I feel like, I felt that very strongly earlier. I feel like someone might be coming in, and they're gonna be awesome. They're gonna be that King of Pentacles energy, soulmate energy. Like, they're going to be someone where you're like, yeah, I want this person around for a long, long time. But I do kind of feel like they might have a little bit of negative, I don't know if I want to say negative energy, negative thoughts about your spiritual journey, like unsupportive thoughts about your spiritual journey. Okay, but I do see it's true love. That just was at the bottom of the deck after I shuffled. Someone that you definitely will have romantic feelings for. You're still in the early stages. So it's funny, you've got soulmate, engagement, retreat, but then you've got religious factors and healing family issues. So there definitely is going to be a little bit of something to work on there. You'll have to put up the boundaries at first, and it could be, like I said, for some of you, I feel like it's the family might judge them, family might not like them, and so potentially you need to put your walls up to keep the family energy out of the relationship, at least while it's developing, and later down the road they can understand. And then for some of you, I feel like you're gonna have to tell this person, like, hey, you know, I went through some craziness and I am a new person because of my spiritual journey, and my spiritual journey has shaped me into who I am now. So the reason that you love me is because I do this, right? That may be a good way for you to explain it. Like, even if they don't understand, hopefully they can understand that. Ooh, wedding was at the bottom of the deck. Yes, I think that's awesome. You know, there's always going to be something to work on in every relationship. So I don't foresee these things really being like major issues, because I do see them coming around. Yeah, I do see them coming around and really like accepting every aspect of you. Alright, group 3, thank you so much for watching. If that resonated, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.